The final home game of any college football season is cause for celebration. Senior Day, a perfect way to celebrate and remember all of the accomplishments of this group of leaders. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. And the Sun Devils will kick it off to get us underway. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Bearcats offense will get first crack at it here. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. Not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
And the Bearcats now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he'll be brought down.
These are the ones in the stands where you get booed if it doesn't work. Why would you run the ball on 2nd and long? You stink, OC. Or you get the big applause and you're like, yes, nice job. Keeping the manageable 3rd down situation. Good call. So tough spot to be in 2nd and long. Nice answer, nice run by the running back.
The Bearcats will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back.
Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona State.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the 2nd level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's a kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
He's got it. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Looking downfield on first down. Pressure coming. He's got an open man. Plenty of room on that play, and they find the 36. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fakes to grab. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. 2nd down coming up. Wants to keep it in the air. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. The Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Looking downfield, it's Tollefson. Quickly complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. It's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's Graves. Across the 25. He's got room. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business. 1st and goal. And the Sun Devils want to crank the tempo. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, just nowhere to go there. And it started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it. So he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to get...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. They took it 71 yards down the field. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it. He'll go out of bounds at the 45, and they were backed up deep in their own territory, but not anymore. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bringing the heat. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They try to pop a run on the draw. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. Everything will have to be clean from 55 yards away. Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, a missed field goal and nothing changes. Still a 14-point game. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. Inside the 40-yard line and out of bounds at the 39.
I love it. I love first down. Let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly, ends the run, gets the first down, and doesn't get whacked. Beautiful.
He's got him. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
How many first downs is that just on this drive? We're going to have to get the training staff to give some IVs and get some bananas, and we better stay hydrated because at this rate, the defense is going to play way too many snaps.
To the air on first down. Unloads it left. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Yeah, and those corner routes are tough to throw for an offense. You try to force it, in between coverage a lot of times, and you can tell it was great defense. Nice job getting a hand in the air, getting it on the football, and making sure that receiver can't make a play on it.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Looking for his man in the middle. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very, very long. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call.
Pass interference, defense.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees call it.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on 4th down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Leaves it with the back. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Sun Devils line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stopped him short. He does not pick up the first down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Going for the marker on the ground. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. And the Sun Devils trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Buys a little extra time. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, he tried everything he could that time just to not take a negative play. He didn't get sacked. It was a great job avoiding that. He's just able to get what he can get on the scramble play.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Rushes on him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Keeps it on the draw.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They'll run play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. The Sun Devils with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Tollefson. Plucks it out of the air. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. From inside the 40 at the 37, it's 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. He'll pull it down and run. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking downfield very late in the half. Gets it out quickly. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. He wants to change this route. Got it behind the line. It's Graves. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Going to sling it on second down. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Nippert Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Bearcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun to give to the back. Getting that push. A pickup of 4 out to the 26.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He's got it, first down and more. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. And the Sun Devils getting set on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They go to the ground. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
To the ground with the back. Jukes his way for more. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running back searching for a hole. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's complete to the right. He'll go out of bounds at the 18-yard line. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass, it's Tollefson. He's got it on the move, and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. The handoff to Johnson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And, yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this.
Pulls it in on the right. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, tried to put a little move on him, and it didn't help much. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. The play action fake. Unloads to the right. And it's a pick. No, he's out of bounds. Couldn't stay in bounds after catching the ball. It's simply an incomplete pass.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
They booted away on fourth down. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. First play of the drive comes from the 22. From the gun, the running back has it. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Offside, defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Under fire. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Tollefson. Got a man. It's Madison. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Gain of 17 on the play.
That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. And the Sun Devils kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, the running back looking for room. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Just feeds the running back. He's got the ball, and he'll try to pick up a few. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to...
Touchdown, Arizona State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Off play action on first down. Can't hold on. He had him right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been...
Oh, he's got some space. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5. A third down try for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about this defense? They got the donut going. And here's one thing I'll tell you about the donut. Late in the game, you're talking about on the field. We want to finish this thing and keep that 0 on the scoreboard. No matter who's in the game, who we've rotated, everybody's trying to get a 0 up there.
And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but They're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Bearcats send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield. And now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go?
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Dropping back, it's Tollefson. Catch in the middle, it's Madison. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
How about that 4th down? I'm going for it because I'm ending this game with my offense on the field, getting the 1st down, and now Palmer just watching it go tick, tick, tick.
Yeah, listen, it's just imposing your will, right? You know you're running it. The opponent knows you're running it there on 4th down. There's just nothing they can do to stop you.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Firing to the right, complete. Turning it on. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Sun Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting 1st down, so you have to be able to run.
They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Got room at the 35. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
On the move from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they've just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man for man in this offense, they've got to do a better job next time they're on the field.
It's complete on the right side. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. That's caught. It's Townsend. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Clock is stopped. Timeout used by the defense. 14 seconds left. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Gives it to the back on the draw. Got the 1st down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Offense set on first down. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out. They take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your uni. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.